Coach, LJ Cryer misses most of the second half with 4 fouls, yet your guys are just able to hit some tough shots. What does it say about the experience and honestly?
How many minutes did he play?
16.
Yeah, what did he miss, the last 5 minutes, 6 minutes of the first half? So, but that's the beauty of this team, is we've got guys that have winning DNA, and we've created a culture here over the years of being able to win in these environments, and it's not easy. You know, we lost at a one-possession game at Iowa State, a one-possession game at TCU. We won at Texas. It's not an easy place to play. At BYU, tremendous win for Wes's team there too, by the way. It was a great win for them. And then us winning there, then winning here. The key is that we haven't lost any home games yet. You can, but you can lose any game you play. That's why the thing that I keep preaching to this group is just stay humble. Stay humble and keep working hard. That's a pretty good way to live your life. Don't get too carried away with your successes. Show me a man that's not humble. I'll show you a man that's getting ready to get humbled. So we don't get too high with this stuff, and we don't overreact to our losses. But you know, we've got tonight was a little bit of a juggling match on the sidelines, trying to figure out who we can go to off the bench. We went with Dunn the first half, not one of his better nights, but Wilson. You know, we watch him practice every day. He's got some winning DNA to him. He's got intangible, and our kids like him and they respect him. He made some big plays today. And it's not, you know, everybody will remember the baskets, but it's the 7 rebounds. It's been in the right place on the roll, you know, playing. Our defense, we got in such foul trouble at the end of the first half. We didn't finish. I thought if we came out here and got our main guys going that we would be okay. But the way we ended the half, it seemed like everybody had two fouls. Francis had 2 fouls, Tuckler had 2 fouls, LJ had 2 fouls, Emmanuel had 2 fouls. We just had so much foul trouble. And that, you know, that hurt us a little bit. Then to start the second half, the one I got on was him. I got on him harder than anybody, because he's an extension of me on the court, and I didn't like our energy level, our toughness level to start the second half. And, you know, but, you know, I've been with him enough now that he usually responds. Because number one, he's extremely intelligent. His basketball IQ is off the charts. He's also a 3.84 student first semester, so he has it both ways. And then this kid here, these 2 guys here. I mean, Maul's freshman year, he was with the team that went to the Final Four. Sophomore year, he's on the team that went to the Elite Eight. Junior year, they went to the Sweet 16. And these 2 had a lot to do with that. You know, we got a bunch of guys in the NBA, but these 2 guys were right there. And they, like Wilson did tonight, these 2 kids impacted winning a lot. And that's important, is having kids that know how to impact winning. But like I said, we just, you know, we're very appreciative of the win tonight, and stay humble and get back with. It's also important to win this game because now we get to go into the, this has been a tough stretch for us because we've had so many road games. You know, last week we had 2 road games at Texas and at Kansas. That's a tough road week. Then this week we came home and played Oklahoma State, and then at Cincinnati. It's just 3 out of 4 on the road, and we won 2 of the 3. You win 2 out of 3 on the road in this league, you're doing pretty good. So now we have our next 2 at home. We go back and play Texas next Saturday, and then we have the Saturday, Monday, back-to-back. We have Iowa State on Monday, so it doesn't get any easier.
Jamal, on a night where the ball wasn't falling for you, what did you do? What were other aspects of the game, of your game, that helped your team?
I kept getting to spots that made it easier for them to offensive rebound. So, drawing the big, if I make it, I make it. But I knew J1, JoJo, I knew Jay, they were right there. And Jay had one really big putback dunk for us. And coach just told me to keep shooting. I was shooting the right stuff, just wasn't going in. So, it helped us just because I was getting to the right spots. It made it easier for them to offensive rebound.
Getting in the paint, it's one of the things that really helped Quentin Grimes when he was here, is we never put pressure on our guys to make the shot in the paint. Now, we need to make threes, obviously. But when you're in the paint, if you get downhill, especially on a team that's locking and chasing you, they were chasing us into the paint, get it up on the rim. Because Van Dago or Locken or Reynolds, they usually have to help up, right? So that opens us up for offensive rebound, and that was a big part of our game plan.
Jay, you seem to be more physical, more aggressive in the second half. Was that a concerted effort on your part to just make sure that you took over this game?
Yeah, kind of 50-50. I felt like in the first half we got pretty good shots. It just wasn't falling. And, we were just trying to find ways to score. Like Maul was getting good shots. Emmanuel was getting good shots. It just wasn't falling. So it wasn't really an adjustment thing. It's just more of just keep shooting the same great shots, and hopefully we get a better result.
This team doesn't get out rebounded a lot, but you guys jumped out 11-1. I think 11 for you guys. What they even had one. What was the key to getting that done? I would assume that's something you're pretty proud of.
Yeah, well, we had our main guys on the court for a long time, and then one of the things that hurt us in the first half, we kept getting in foul trouble. The guys were getting the rebound, we're all in foul trouble. Francis had to sit down. The freshman, 18-year-old JoJo Tugler, he had to sit down. Did you get 2 fouls first half, one? I don't think so. Emmanuel, so. But, Cincinnati, I've watched, I coached against Bob a lot. I don't remember how many, but I remember coaching against, one of the best teams I've coached against was Kenyon's team that year, that they were so good. They came to Norman, Oklahoma and just plastered us. And we had a good team. But I felt like we were boys against men that night. They were so good. And then mixed teams, and Wes's teams. Anytime you play Cincinnati, it's always going to be a tough physical game. But we don't mind that either.
Does playing in the Big 12, does that change anything when you're playing Cincinnati? Did you notice anything different today than in matchups past?
No, for us, moving leagues, I don't know how to explain it, and I do want to make sure I say it the right way, but we just changed teams we were playing. We haven't changed anything on who we are and what we value, our core values, we had, how many times turnover? We had 5 turnovers tonight. We had 17 offensive rebounds, scored 22 points. We would do that in any league we played in, because that's who we are. We defend, we rebound, we take care of the ball. That's our holy trinity. And we've been pretty good against it. Last year we went to Virginia and won. We went to Oregon and won. Whoever we play, we try to stay within ourselves. And we've had some good results over the years playing that way.
Time for a couple more questions. 1, 2.
Coach Jizzle James, 10 points for Cincinnati tonight. It's not easy for a freshman to play that way against your defense.
Yeah.
Just your thoughts on him as an offensive player and his defense on Jamal throughout the night.
Well, he doesn't look like a freshman, does he? No, he's strong. He's a big, strong guard, and he's got great quickness, and I like his game a lot. He's only going to get better. These JoJo Tugler for us is going to be a terrific freshman. Jizzle James, I just like saying his name. Jizzle. What do you guys call him, Jizzle?
Jizzle.
You like saying that, don't you?
It's Edgerrin James Jr.
Yeah. I would never call him Edgerrin James Jizzle. Jizzle. J-Zill, what, something. But he's, both their guards, you know, we played, against some really good guards here. Maybe the best one I coached against was the Logan kid. He's pretty good. He's got a ways to go for him. He's Steve Logan now. That's his name.
Yep, that's it.
Steve Logan was a monster. Was he good? So Chisel James is gonna be really good though.
Defensively, Cincinnati's had a lot of success icing ball screens, especially with Newman and Thomas. It looked like you guys were intent on
Yeah.
setting great screens, especially early, and that,
No, that's a great observation. You can't go screen against them, but you can screen them. And then, we have a set we call MASH, where we go and get them to commit to the screen, then we step back and we play through the weak side. During the course of a game, you may have a game plan, but your game plan, because of what they do, has to be fluid. You know, we had to do a lot of things on the sideline tonight that we just had to keep turning the channel until we found something, you know, and playing through, there was a time there in the second half, I was only playing through two people, and that was Juan and Maul. You know, just played through those two guys. Maul was missing a lot of shots, but Maul will tell you, I kept saying, keep shooting, especially when he got downhill. Because when he gets downhill, he will draw traffic, and that opens us up to get to the offensive glass, and that's also one of our core tenets, is to get to the offensive glass.
Coach, Jamal, thank you very much for your time.
All right.